as the Wisconsin Badgers head to Michigan to take on the Wolverines in one of the most highly anticipated Big Ten matchups of the season. There's plenty to discuss about what this game means for both teams. With Wisconsin entering the game after a difficult loss to Maryland and Michigan continuing its solid season, this game carries significant weight. Both teams are hungry for a win, but it's Michigan that comes in as the heavy favorite. However, as we dive deeper into the statistics, recent performances, and matchups, it becomes clear that there's much more to this game than just the odds. Michigan's dominance and offensive power. The Michigan Wolverines have been on a strong trajectory this season, with only a few hiccups along the way. Ranked No. 20 in the nation, Michigan has been impressive both offensively and defensively. One of their most significant strengths lies in their offense, led by the dual-threat freshman quarterback Bryce Underwood. Underwood has made a seamless transition into college football, playing with poise and confidence. He has thrown for over 700 yards this season, while also adding over 150 yards on the ground. His ability to make plays both through the air and with his legs puts a lot of pressure on opposing defenses. Underwood's mobility allows him to extend plays, avoid sacks, and create opportunities downfield when traditional pocket passing breaks down. Alongside Underwood, Michigan's running back, Justice Haynes, has been nothing short of spectacular. With more than 500 rushing yards and 6 touchdowns this season, Haynes has proven to be a reliable workhorse for the Wolverines. His ability to break tackles and pick up yardage consistently has made him a key part of Michigan's game plan. The Wolverines' offensive line has given Underwood and Haynes the protection and running lanes they need to be effective. This offensive balance between the passing and rushing game is one of the reasons Michigan has been so successful this season. Wisconsin's struggles and the quarterback situation. On the other hand, Wisconsin has had a more up-and-down season. After a promising start, the Badgers hit a bump in the road with their 27-10 loss to Maryland. This loss exposed some of the weaknesses in their game, particularly on offense. Wisconsin's quarterback, Billy Edwards Jr., was injured during the Maryland game, and the Badgers will now turn to sophomore Danny O'Neal to take the reins. O'Neal has shown flashes of promise, completing 70% of his passes for 640 yards and 5 touchdowns so far this season. However, there are concerns about his ability to perform under the bright lights, especially against a high-powered team like Michigan. One of Wisconsin's biggest struggles has been their inability to get off to strong starts in games. Against Maryland, the Badgers found themselves down early, and despite some strong individual performances, they couldn't overcome the deficit. Against Michigan, starting slow could prove to be fatal. The Wolverines' offense is explosive and can score in bunches, making it difficult for teams to catch up once they fall behind. Wisconsin's best chance in this game is to come out with energy, execute their game plan from the start, and keep the Wolverines from getting into a rhythm. Michigan's defense and Wisconsin's challenges. While Michigan's offense has been the talk of the season, their defense has also been solid. Led by a group of fast and physical defenders, Michigan has done well in containing opposing offenses. The pass rush has been effective, and their secondary has shown the ability to limit big plays downfield. Wisconsin will have its hands full trying to move the ball efficiently against a Michigan defense that has held opponents to under 20 points per game. For Wisconsin to succeed, they will need to rely heavily on their running game. Wisconsin has long been known for their ground-and-pound offense, and while they've been less dominant in that area this year, they still have talented running backs like Braylon Allen who could create problems for Michigan's defense. Allen is a powerful back who has the ability to wear down defenses over time. And if the Badgers can establish the run early, it will help take pressure off of O'Neal. However, Wisconsin's offensive line has been inconsistent. And if Michigan's front seven can win the battle in the trenches, it could spell trouble for the Badgers. Wisconsin has struggled against teams that are able to generate pressure without having to blitz. Michigan's ability to disrupt the backfield could make it difficult for O'Neal to find a rhythm. Game predictions and expert opinions. According to the latest odds, Michigan enters the game as a heavy 17.5-point favorite. The Wolverines' overall balance and depth make them the clear frontrunners in this matchup. Even with Wisconsin's strong defense, it's hard to see them keeping pace with Michigan's offense if they fall behind early. Michigan's offense has been one of the best in the Big Ten this year. Their ability to score quickly means that Wisconsin can't afford to be playing catch-up. The Sportsline projection model from CBS Sports predicts a 34-15 victory for Michigan. reflecting their dominance on both sides of the ball. Other outlets, including ESPN and Bleacher Report, have Michigan winning by a similar margin. The final score is predicted to range from 31-13 to 34-17. While these predictions are heavily in favor of Michigan, there's always room for upsets, especially in college football. Wisconsin has been known to play well in big games. And if O'Neal can settle in and manage the game, the Badgers could keep things closer than expected. The key for Wisconsin will be to make sure they limit Michigan's explosive plays, control the clock, and avoid the early mistakes that have plagued them in previous losses. Final thoughts. As we look ahead to Saturday's game, it's clear that Michigan enters the contest as the more complete team. With an offense that has the ability to score at will and a defense that has been stout all season, the Wolverines will be tough to beat. However, Wisconsin has the tools to make this a competitive game. The Badgers will need to rely on their defense, establish the running game, and hope that O'Neal can rise to the occasion. If Wisconsin can stay within striking distance, they may just have a shot at pulling off the upset. Kickoff is set for 12 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturday. Fans can catch the game live on Fox. For international viewers, streaming options are available, but be sure to check your local listings for details. Whether Michigan wins or Wisconsin pulls off a shocker, this Big Ten matchup is sure to be a game to remember. Stay tuned for post-game analysis and highlights as we break down everything that happens on the field.